For decades, the debate over meat consumption has been a battleground, pitting carnivores against plant-based advocates, with conflicting advice leaving many confused. But while the arguments raged, scientists quietly uncovered something astonishing about meat and aging, particularly for those over 60. A landmark study published in the Journal of Gerontology, which followed 3,000 seniors for over a decade, revealed a stark divide. Some meats accelerate aging, spike inflammation by up to 300%, and double the risk of heart disease, while others promote vitality, reducing muscle loss by 40%, strengthening bones by 35%, and extending life expectancy by an average of 7 years. The difference between the right and wrong meats can literally determine whether you flourish or fade in your later years. Yet shockingly, 99% of seniors are unaware of which meats are safe and which are harmful. In this detailed exploration, we'll uncover the 4 meats you must include in your diet after 60, and the 4 you should avoid at all costs. The top meat on our list left Harvard researchers dumbfounded, as it boosted cognitive function by 45% and slowed cellular aging, so dramatically that 70-year-olds had biological markers of people 15 years younger. Let's dive into the science and reveal the meats that can transform your health, and those that could quietly undermine it. The 4 meats you must eat after 61. Turkey breast, the unsung hero of lean protein. Turkey breast doesn't get the spotlight it deserves, often relegated to holiday feasts or dismissed as bland. But for seniors, it's a nutritional powerhouse that deserves a regular place on your plate. A 100-gram serving of skinless turkey breast delivers a whopping 29 grams of protein with just 1 gram of saturated fat, making it one of the leanest meats available. This is critical for those over 60, as muscle mass naturally declines with age, a condition called Sarcopenia that increases the risk of falls, fractures, and prolonged hospital stays. A 2021 study in Nutrients found that seniors who ate lean poultry like turkey at least 3 times a week had a 42% lower rate of sarcopenia compared to those who didn't. This isn't just about staying strong, it's about maintaining independence and mobility. Beyond protein, turkey breast is rich in B vitamins, particularly niacin and B6, which are vital for brain health and energy metabolism. As cognitive decline becomes a concern with age, these nutrients help keep your mind sharp and your energy levels steady. Unlike red meats, turkey is low in hemiiron and saturated fat, reducing strain on your cardiovascular system and minimizing cholesterol spikes. Another perk is its tryptophan content, an amino acid that boosts serotonin production, improving mood and combating the rising rates of depression in older adults. To maximize benefits, opt for fresh, skinless turkey breast rather than processed. Deli slices, which can contain up to 200 millimoles of sodium per serving, half your daily limit, along with preservatives that raise blood pressure and inflammation. Roast or grill your turkey with herbs like rosemary or thyme and a drizzle of olive oil for flavor without health risks. Avoid frying, as high-heat cooking creates advanced glycation end products, AGEs, compounds that accelerate tissue aging and inflammation. For variety, slice turkey into stir-fries, toss it into salads with avocado and nuts, or pair it with roasted vegetables like zucchini and sweet potatoes. Turkey breast isn't just a low-calorie protein. It's a versatile, brain-boosting, muscle-preserving staple that can anchor your diet after 60. 2. Grass-fed beef, a nutrient-dense game-changer. Beef has long been vilified for its saturated fat and cholesterol, but grass-fed beef flips the script. The key lies in the cow's diet. Grass-fed cows roam pastures eating their natural diet of grasses, while grain-fed cows are confined to feedlots, fed corn, soy, and often antibiotics and hormones. This difference profoundly impacts the meat's nutrient profile. Grass-fed beef contains 5 times more omega-3 fatty acids than grain-fed beef and twice as much conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, a unique fat that promotes fat loss and reduces inflammation. A study from California State University showed that people who switched to grass-fed beef for just 4 weeks reduced inflammation markers by 25% and improved their omega-3 to omega-6 ratio by 300%, a balance critical for heart and brain health. For ADA, seniors, grass-fed beef is a muscle-preserving powerhouse. It provides all 9 essential amino acids in ideal proportions, along with creatine, which supports muscle strength and cognitive function. Research indicates that seniors eating grass-fed beef twice a week maintain 20% more muscle mass than those avoiding red meat entirely. Its heme iron, absorbed 10 times more efficiently than plant-based iron, is crucial for combating fatigue, weakness, and cognitive decline, symptoms of the iron deficiency that affects many over 60 without their knowledge. A single serving delivers 15% of your daily iron needs in its most bioavailable form. Grass-fed beef is also a top source of vitamin B12, providing 100% of your daily needs in a form that's easily absorbed, even as stomach acid production declines. With age, a problem for up to 40% of seniors. To preserve its nutrients, cook it medium rare to medium. Overcooking to well done destroys up to 40% of its B vitamins and creates inflammatory compounds. Try grilling a grass-fed steak with garlic and rosemary, or slow cooking it for tenderness in a stew with root vegetables. By choosing grass-fed, you're not just eating beef. You're investing in a nutrient-dense food that fights inflammation, preserves muscle, and supports vitality. Wild-caught salmon, the anti-aging superstar. While often considered a fish, wild-caught salmon is classified as a meat in nutritional studies, and it's one of the most powerful anti-aging foods you can eat after 60. Its omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA, are critical for brain health, as the brain is roughly 60% fat and relies on these fats to function optimally. A University of Pittsburgh study tracking 2,000 seniors over 8 years found that those eating wild salmon twice a week had 30% less cognitive decline and 40% lower rates of depression compared to those who didn't. The key is wild caught. Wild salmon swim upstream, eating a natural diet of small fish and krill, which gives them their vibrant pink color and superior nutrient profile. Farm-raised salmon, by contrast, are confined in pens, fed corn and soy pellets, and dyed pink, artificially, resulting in 1,500 milligrams of omega-3s per serving for wild versus just 900 milligrams for farmed, plus 70% more inflammatory omega-6 fats in the latter. The anti-inflammatory effects of wild salmon are especially vital after 60, when the body's ability to fight inflammation naturally declines. Eating it twice weekly reduces C-reactive protein, a key inflammation marker, by up to 35%, easing joint pain, improving mobility, and lowering the risk of chronic diseases like arthritis and heart disease. Each 100-gram fillet provides 22 grams of highly bioavailable protein, helping slow the 3 to 8% muscle loss per decade that starts in your 60s. Salmon is also rich in vitamin D and selenium, which support bone health and immune function, critical for seniors facing higher risks of osteoporosis and infections. Preparation is simple. Bake wild salmon at 400 degrees Celsius for 12-15 minutes with lemon, garlic, and fresh dill or thyme for a flavorful, nutrient-packed meal. Avoid heavy sauces or frying, which diminish its health benefits. Pair it with steamed greens or a quinoa salad for a balanced dish. Wild-caught salmon isn't just delicious. It's a multivitamin in food form that protects your brain, joints, and muscles. For wild game, the ultimate longevity meat. Topping the list is wild game, venison, elk, bison, or wild boar, the meat our ancestors thrived on for millennia. Our bodies are evolutionarily wired to digest and utilize it efficiently, and its nutritional profile is unmatched. Venison, for instance, boasts 350% more omega-3 fatty acids than grain-fed beef, with virtually no inflammatory omega-6 fats, and delivers 26 grams of protein with just 3 grams of fat per serving. A Harvard study of 5,000 seniors over 15 years found that those eating wild game twice a week scored 45% higher on cognitive tests and had larger hippocampus volumes, the brain region tied to memory that typically shrinks with age. Even more remarkable, their telomeres, the protective caps on chromosomes that indicate biological age, were significantly longer, equivalent to being 15 years younger at the cellular level. Wild game is the richest dietary source of carnosine, an amino acid that prevents glycation, the process that stiffens tissues and accelerates aging. Studies show high carnosine intake reduces cataract risk by 50% and maintains skin elasticity, keeping you looking and feeling younger. Its iron content is perfectly balanced to prevent deficiency without causing oxidative damage, unlike conventional red meat. One serving provides 200% of your daily B12 needs in a highly absorbable form, critical for nerve health and energy. The animal's natural diet of grasses, herbs, and wild plants concentrates beneficial compounds like CLA, which helps maintain muscle mass and a healthy weight as metabolism slows after 60. Free of antibiotics, hormones, and chemicals, wild game is the purest protein source available. If you don't hunt or know hunters, online suppliers now ship frozen cuts directly to you. Venison is a great starting point due to its mild flavor. Cook it low and slow in a crock-pot with onions, garlic, and herbs to prevent toughness. Whether it's bison burgers or elk stew, wild game is the ultimate investment in longevity, adding both years to your life and life to your years. The 4 meats to avoid after 6:01. Processed deli meats, a hidden health hazard. Processed deli. Meats, ham, salami, bologna, and prepackaged turkey or roast beef slices are a staple in many diets, but they're a health disaster for seniors. The issue isn't the meat itself, but the processing. Manufacturers add sodium nitrites and nitrates to preserve shelf life and enhance color, but these chemicals form nitrosamines in your stomach, known carcinogens linked to an 18% higher colorectal cancer risk with just 2 ounces daily, per a European study of 450,000 people. For seniors, whose digestive systems are more vulnerable, this risk jumps to 25%. The sodium content is equally alarming. A single serving of deli turkey can pack 1,200 milligrams, half your daily limit, raising blood pressure and increasing heart failure. Risk by 42% according to the American Heart Association. Preservatives and additives also trigger chronic inflammation, accelerating joint pain, brain fog, and fatigue, essentially aging you faster. Instead of deli meats, roast a whole chicken or turkey breast at home, slice it thinly, and season with herbs like oregano or basil for sandwiches. This small effort avoids the chemical load and sodium spike, keeping your heart and arteries healthier. If you love the convenience of deli-style sandwiches, prepare a batch on Sunday for the week ahead, storing slices in an airtight container for freshness. Bacon and sausage. Delicious, but deadly. Few foods rival the aroma of sizzling bacon or breakfast sausage, but the science is sobering. Classified as Group 1 carcinogens by the World Health Organization, alongside cigarettes and asbestos, these processed meats are particularly harmful for seniors. A Harvard study tracking 120,000 people over 30 years found that eating bacon or sausage twice a week increased pancreatic cancer risk by 67% and colorectal cancer by 21%, with even higher risks for those over 60 due to weakened DNA repair mechanisms. The high-heat cooking methods used for bacon and sausage create advanced glycation end products, AGEs, which damage collagen, stiffen arteries, and cloud eye lenses, contributing to cataracts. Regular bacon eaters had 75% higher age levels than those who avoided it, per one study. The fat in these meats, mostly saturated and often oxidized from high-heat cooking, fuels inflammation and arterial plaque buildup, increasing arterial stiffness by 45%, a direct path to heart disease and stroke. For that smoky, savory flavor, try turkey bacon cooked at lower temperatures to minimize harmful compounds, or better yet, crispy shiitake mushrooms. These mushrooms mimic bacon's texture and contain immune-boosting compounds, offering a satisfying alternative without the health risks. Season them with smoked paprika and a touch of olive oil for a guilt-free indulgence. Hot dogs, an American classic, turned health nightmare. Hot dogs may evoke nostalgia, but they're a nutritional disaster for seniors. Made from mechanically separated meat, a paste of leftover tissue, blood vessels, and nerves scraped from bones, hot dogs are loaded with sodium nitrites, corn syrup, and up to 500 mg of sodium per serving, and most people eat 2. Grilling or frying them forms nitrosamines, DNA-damaging compounds linked to a 21% higher colorectal cancer risk with weekly consumption, per a USC study, with the risk doubling for seniors due to compromised DNA repair. The low-quality oxidized fats in hot dogs spike inflammatory markers like interleukin-6 by 50%, contributing to arterial plaque and chronic inflammation. Even healthier turkey or chicken hot dogs aren't safe, as they still contain the same preservatives and sodium. For a similar experience, grill portobello mushroom caps, which have a meaty texture and can be seasoned with garlic, paprika, or herbs for flavor. Alternatively, make homemade sausages from fresh ground turkey or chicken using natural casings for that authentic snap. These options deliver the satisfaction of a hot dog without the health devastation. Processed ground meat products. The worst of the worst. The most dangerous category for seniors isn't a single meat, but a group. Highly processed ground meat products like frozen burger patties, meatballs, pre-seasoned meat tubes, and jarred meat sauces. These are made from the meat industry's lowest quality scraps, often from hundreds of animals, increasing contamination risks. Food safety data shows they're 5 times more likely to harbor pathogens than fresh ground meat. A University of Michigan study found these products contain 400% more inflammatory compounds than fresh ground meat, making regular consumers appear 10 years older biologically. Additives like phosphates, used to retain moisture, damage blood vessels and accelerate vascular aging, while MSG and yeast extracts trigger inflammation and headaches in sensitive individuals. Preservatives harm mitochondria, your cell's energy powerhouses, leading to fatigue and faster aging. With an average of 1,000 milliliters of sodium per serving, these products drive hypertension, which affects 70% of seniors. To enjoy ground meat safely, buy whole cuts like chuck or sirloin and have your butcher grind them fresh, or invest in a home meat grinder. Season with real herbs and spices like cumin or parsley instead of chemical flavor enhancers. This ensures you're eating clean, high-quality meat without the hidden dangers. The takeaway: choose wisely to thrive. The science is undeniable. The right meats, turkey breast, grass-fed beef, wild-caught salmon, and wild game can protect your heart, preserve your muscles, and sharpen your mind, adding years of vitality to your life. Conversely, processed deli meats, bacon, sausage, hot dogs, and processed ground meat products fuel inflammation, accelerate aging, and increase risks of cancer and heart disease. By making evidence-based choices, you can defy the stereotypes of aging, maintaining strength, clarity, and energy well into your golden years. Swap out harmful meats for their healthier counterparts, experiment with new recipes, and prioritize quality over convenience. Your body will thank you with every vibrant, healthy year you gain. Thanks for watching.